Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Kyoukai no Kanata Beyond the Boundary episode mother flippin' 2. Let's go. We are straight into the middle of combat here. We just rolled initiative. There is a creepy, spooky, skeletal looking-ish kind of ghost thing Yomu that is made of like wrappings, kind of like toilet paper, but much scarier than toilet paper. It's a scary toilet paper mummy, and we're all very afraid of it. And it has been infesting one of our main character's house for a while, and due to some circumstances, we're going to go and fight it, kill it, drive it out, deal with it, and hopefully find some answers about what's actually going on behind the scenes, because I feel like there's some other shit that's going on behind the scenes, but maybe not. Maybe that's just, just random. Who knows? So, we have met three major characters with three major names. They are Akihito, our main boy. He is our male protagonist, and he is I think he's a second year in high school. His kohai, Mirai Kuriyama, who he is not very happy with at the moment because she's been spending the last week of their high school lives together, trying desperately to kill him, sort of reluctantly, but definitely trying to murder him, despite knowing that he is immortal. Oh wait, no, it's because she knows that he's immortal and he's good practice, because she doesn't actually really like killing things and has an odd relationship to her seeming duty as a hunter of spirits to go and kill things, but doesn't really want to. So she's in this sort of tumultuous place internally, and ends up running into Akihito, seeing that he's a Yomu, or half a Yomu, and trying to murder him, and then trying again, and then trying again, and then trying again. Finally, after getting fed up with that little circumstance, which, let's say it makes sense, he asks her out on a date, feeds her, and tries to get her to stop murdering him, which seems to be what is going to happen. Hopefully she can keep her blade in her pants. We'll see. So that's Akihito. That's Mirai Kuriyama, who I haven't talked about at all, except that she likes to kill things, but she doesn't like to kill things. She apparently comes from a clan of people with special blood powers that were totally wiped out by other people because jealousy? I don't really know. It seemed to be something like power jealousy, which is pretty fucked up. So there's definitely some more significant backstory around Mirai's past, her history with her family, the one little flashback scene that we got with her with blood all over her hands, or at least all over her. Kind of unclear what was going on there, but that's the point. That's what makes it mysterious and interesting. We also met one Mitsuki Nase, who is Akihito's, I'm not sure if she's his senpai in turn, but is a club member of the literature club, and they're working on some kind of anthology together. She's quite snarky. She seems to be interested in Akihito, but also not interested in Akihito, and I'm really uncertain whether that's just push-pull kind of tsundere-ness, or if she's got some other more sinister reason for being there. One of the theories that I put forward earlier is that she is a member of the Nase clan. It's quite likely that she's aware of his Yomu heritage, and maybe she's trying to warn him in sort of a subtle way that getting closer to Mirai will cause problems with her family. Maybe she's his handler or someone set to hang out with him and make sure he doesn't go all Yomu-y. Though we don't know what it means when he goes all Yomu-y, but he seems to have the power to do so, and maybe that'll be something. Maybe we'll find out in this episode if he's forced to show his powers to Mirai. I don't know. Again, though, we're in the middle of combat, and we should probably get right into it. So let's do that. Side note, I'm going to fuck with my blinds because light, can't fuck with them very much, but just a little bit. Too much light and my vampire side goes all burny, ashy, and we don't want that. Middle of a reaction video turning into ash, it would be terrible. It would be a whole breach of the masquerade. It would be bad. It would, no. Okay, let's watch some motherfucking Kyoukai no Kanata. We've got episode 2 up and ready. Just like with last time, I could not help but see the episode title. This episode's title is Ultramarine, which is yet another color, because carmine is not only the dyeing material made from crushed insect shells that is used to create the brilliant red color of bloody carmine, it is also just a name for the color. Well, it's not about the insect shells, it's about the color, because episode 2 is titled Ultramarine, which makes me think that we're going to be going straight down the Crayola list and finding interesting names of interesting colors to put on the thing. And maybe they'll be relevant in somewhat degree to the episode. we'll see if we find something or see something that's ultramarine looking. And if so, we can be like, aha, maybe there's a pattern here, and maybe there will be a pattern here. Mostly, I want more character moments. I want some cool fighting because we're again in the middle of combat, but combat should wrap up within the first half of the episode, I would hope, because character moments are going to be the core of this, and we need more of them. I want to find out more about Nase. I want to find out more about the Nases as a clan or something. It seems that Mitsuki has someone who looks a lot like her, who may be her brother, who she walks to school with but doesn't walk to school with. Seems weird. Maybe they're just like multiple years apart and they like keep their distance, but they're siblings. I don't really know. I'd like to meet him, figure out what his deal is. We see him in the OP a couple of times, so he seems like he's a sort of secondary character in an important way, so I'm intrigued. I want answers. I want to know more about the world. I want to know about the way that magic is just naturally integrated into the world. I want to know more about Mirai and her history and her emotions and the way that she feels about things, because she's really bad at expressing those at the moment, and maybe we'll get to find something that we can glean from her. Akihito is a little bit simpler, it seems, but he could be that kind of a character who's hiding a lot from us, the audience, given that he's given a sort of a bit of narrative control in this situation, but I don't really know. Yeah, and then we're just looking for Ultramarine. So let's get into the middle of this hopefully bloody combat, and see what happens to this ghost mummy Yomu thing that we're about to murderate. Cool? Cool. Yeah, there will be two versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description. Timer-based version will be up on YouTube. If you want to do a syncy thing, sync up your own copy with the timer version. The beep beep timer will be coming at you right now. Bada bada boom. Ba ba ba. Ooh. Endless fields of grass or grain or wheat or something. I don't know. Who are you standing over? Is that Akihito? Oh boy. Oh boy. That is a bad moment to be freaking out, dude. That's not too scary. We're still moving. Yeah, okay. Oh, hi, eye. Not fast enough, but the part that was severed from it disappears. Of course you do. He's going over too. Jinkies. Oh, okay. Well, we're in it. Again, there's that solid balance where it's just like, I'm gonna do a badass thing. I can't get over the wall. It's great. Would that be Gap Moe? No, I don't think so. I'm always confused about that definition. Yeah, that guy. Ha! I just had a thumbnail idea. I still haven't made the thumbnail for episode 1, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what to do for it. But I just had an idea. Alright. Oh yeah, good. Cool. It is too warm to be wearing socks, so I'm taking my socks off. Oh, we're just watching this. I'm just gonna watch it. Ah! Just phases through things. Jesus. Can't get tired now. All right, that was a great way of doing that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Did you, though? Nope, you closed your eyes. Fuck. Hmm. 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 Okay. I gotta say, the light effects, the little flashy flares add a lot. Okay. Oh, shit. What does that do? Why did he need to be at a safe distance when she took her ring off? Ring, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, you do not want to kill that thing, but you're going to. Same kind of eye? Okay. That's a really cool effect. That's not ultramarine. Right? Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. What happens if you touch her blood? Okay, you're not going to touch her blood. Indeed. Right, right, right. Right, right, right. Okay, they are completely aware of each other's situation. Shut up. Aww. Okay, Mirai, you're a good kawaii. Good night. Hmm. Big do not trust that, whatever that is. Gardening stuff? Oh, hi. Indeed. Hmm. 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 It's a child? Oh, it's that girl. Wait, that voice is... Is that, Dekamori? Shizuyomo. Okay. Okay. There is a wide variety. Well, they used to. I'm sorry. Okay, they're people. Yeah. Whoa. Totally. Mm-hmm. Please put away your sword. Thank you. You've been raised your entire life. Oh, hi. Club member. Oh, God. All three. Yeah, Mitsuki knows that, right? Oh. Oh. You're just dunking on him. I see. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You just good dunk. Solid dunk. Wait a second. It's brilliant. Okay. Like what you specifically warned him not to do? Oh, you feeling left out now? There we go. You're not left out. Hmm. Hmm. Damn. Excellent. Oh, hey. You shut up and eat the rice ball. There we go. Okay. That was a great interaction. Wow, I'm just writing down rice ball. Bye. Yeah. Yeah. Shogunizal. Oh, who dis? Oh, shit. This that guy. He's distasteful. He's got that bad guy voice, but I don't think he's a bad guy. He's not a bad guy. We had an indication. Yeah. Oh, God. That's their deal? I won't lay a hand on you? Alright, buddy. Yeah. That's really not the issue here. It's a breach of consent, my friend. That's the problem here. No. Fuck. Almost certainly. Bye. I want to go back and look at the boy that he was standing over, see if any of the clothing lines up with Hiromi, because it seems like it might, especially given that we opened the scene of Hiromi with him lying down in the same pose. Oh, hey. So this must be Ayaka. She's the one with the different, the talismans in the OP. Haggling. Maybe shades are all getting more aggressive right now for some reason? Why would you ever wear wool panties? Wool is notoriously scratchy. That sounds like the worst idea. Ah, sure. Of course. She's just going straight past it. Oh. 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 Get the fuck away from my house. Oh, hi, Mirai. Oh, hi, Mirai. It's right there. Please don't fuck with her. This is a big decision point. Is she gonna fuck with her, or is she just gonna show her the way? Hey. Just gonna show her. We can't see her eyes. We can't see her eyes. Define width. Really? Ah. Oh, it's got a illusory script. Okay. Cool. Just a illusory script. Is it a screen? It actually. Oh my god. What the fuck? Is that. Oh god, tell me that's not mom. Oh no. Yeah. I feel that. Nope. Almost certainly. It sounds like a pretty awesome mom, to be honest. That was not said, but nice dunk. Indeed. Hello. Yeah, let's not murder people in their homes. Oh no. Cat type. Oh. Oh, she's not. She's the human one. I'm choking on air. God damn it. Not a chance. Very fair. Onward, onward. Thank you. Oh, I wonder if that's why they're all getting aggressive. Nope. Hollow Knight. I mean, Hollow Shadow. Oh. Okay. It's just Galactus. Your type? Alright. So destroying it, not gonna happen. There are ranks. Seems like a safe bet. Return of the King. Let us. Ah, how does appraising work? Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty fucking cool. Blink. Oh, I left it at home. No, okay. These effects are really fun. Shit. Okay. I don't fully trust her, but okay. Hell yeah. Ooh, beef bowls. Nope. Hi, hi. Look at the reflections. Why did they choose to have reflections here? Well then. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. And what do you mean? Bullshit. Because I'm a murderer. Hey, I actually got it right. Okay. Are we heading straight into... Is this the end? Where did the episode go? Where did the time go? Where did the time go? Where did the time go? Time's gone. Nope. No preview. Okay, blah, blah, blah. First things first, I just noticed this, like, super flash of many flashy things, so I'm gonna frame by frame it and see all the flashy things just to check. Okay, yellow flower, hands, other flower, hands, other flower, hands, other flower, hands, other flower. Okay, it's all the hands of all the main characters. Great. That's all that it is. Great. Cool. Second thing that I'm gonna check. Blah, 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 we have a moment where we see Akihito standing over a body of some kind and seemingly having his own "I just killed someone" experience. I want to look at the body because I have a feeling that it is Hiroomi because it looks kind of like him. But I want to find the bode and like a somebody and see if I can figure anything out. Is that here? I forget where that was in the episode. I'm gonna find it. Oh, it's straight up the intro. Okay, got it. Hand, jacket, face, blood, hands, pants, face, blood, blood, scared, rah! That's it. That's all we get? But there is also the implication of, like, senpai being an overlap. His shoes are distinctly hidden because we see his green... It's gotta be. It's Hiromi. I'm gonna call it it's 80-20 that's Hiromi or someone else. 80% Hiromi. Hiromi? I actually don't know. Let me see. Yeah, he says it right here. Hiromi. Okay, it's just a very slight catch. Barely. Ooh, okay. Cool. Looked up that. We'll turn our attention to the actual episode in due time. I just gotta square some things away. Other thing I need to square away. The girl. Is that Dekamori's voice actress? I think it is. I'm not positive. I'm gonna go on ANN so that I can look up other things as well, actually. Let's do that. Japanese cast. Yuri Yamaoka. That sounds familiar. Were you in... Not in Chunibyo. What the fuck? No, she plays as Sento. Oh, she's Choi. That's... Okay. I fizzled in my brain space. She's Choi Mochimatsui. That's the cutesy voice that I understood. Got it. Cool. That makes sense. I just fucked up and ascribed that to Dekamori because cutesy voice in a KyoAni show. Cool. Got it. And then the voice... The boyo who is doing Hiromi. Tatsuhisa Suzuki. Oh god, he's a lot of characters. And a lot of them fit that kind of a vibe. Okay, that makes enough sense to me. He's Bon in Seven Deadly Sins. Without No Prince. Okay, cool. That tracks. Cool. Episode 2. Storyboard Yasuhiro Takemoto, excellent. Direction Yasuhiro Takemoto, excellent. First and foremost, big rest in peace because rest in peace. But Yasuhiro Takemoto is on storyboard and episode direction here, and as you know, he comes up a lot because he's responsible for a lot of what makes KyoAni great. So good, that makes perfect sense. Now we can turn our attention to the episode on the whole. Ooh. It was a pretty simple episode, comparatively. We start off with our resolution of the hooked fight. There's a bunch of stuff integrated into that's interesting that I need to go through and talk about. And a bunch of scenes and some cool techniques, animation-wise and just technique-wise, that are also interesting. And then it's a lot of, like, Mirai figuring out all of, and us through her, figuring out all of the stuff about spirit hunters in this world. And it's bolstered by some really good visuals and moments, like this one where she's standing with the group, but then she's standing alone here with the wind blowing in her hair, just kind of gazing at them as though from afar, as though she can't reach out and be a part of them. We build up to this over the course of the episode until the final revelation that she doesn't want to... Well, she's got huge... It's not necessarily self-esteem issues, it's... like self-deprecating, I'm not worthy sort of issues around, like, I'm not allowed to have a good life because I ended the life of someone else, and then it's not fair. Which, makes all kinds of irrational sense, but is not terribly rational. But that gives us a pretty clear outline for the sort of social goals of the show. Whether or not we're going to go into a senpai kohai sort of a relationship-y thing where we want them to kiss at the end and then they don't because Chunibyo, doesn't really matter. I think that our biggest problem in world that we want to solve is Mirai doesn't believe that she's allowed to have friends, and we're going to convince her over the course of the next few episodes that it's allowed, that she can interact with other people, and she's not a monster for doing something that was necessary. And he, on the other hand, is a monster, but has also done the similar thing, which is why we bookend on both sides of that, and then they'll be able to relate on that level to some extent, which is really cool. Okay. We also get the setup for the Hollow Shadow, which is some big monster thing that's coming and we don't want to fight it. Cool. Meet a bunch of characters, show a lot of locations, demonstrate more of the, like, Spirit Hunter infrastructure is what I would say. The people who are fencing dream shades to one another, who are appraising them and selling them in their shop, presumably. And, you know, we had the previous Spirit Hunter who we had run into, just cross paths with in the school when we were first attacked by that yokai, coming in and, like, trying to haggle in a very normal seeming way that's like, but it took me so much effort to get this thing, like going to a pawn shop, right? Like, yeah, but it was my granddad's. He really cared about it. Can he give me a few more bucks? You know, it makes a lot of sense. And then demonstrate that it's still a hard knock life to be a spirit hunter. You know, 1,000 yen for a death-defying occupation is not much at all. And I think that we did a good job in the opening sequences of showing that this little yokai was like small and kind of almost goblin-y in a sort of way, in that it's like a level 1 sort of creature, but still a level 1 sort of creature can walk up, score a critical hit, and absolutely murder you. So there's definite danger here, and that puts us into the mindset of this lifestyle, which I think is really interesting. Okay, I'm gonna run through the episode solo again, so this will be cut out, but I'm gonna run through the episode solo again. Just quickly skim through it and get my thoughts in order so that I can come at you with something coherent. Cool? See you in a minute. Okay, so I've skimmed through it all. Until, like, after the end of the fight here, like, once we get to about here and we go for the next day, pretty much the entire episode is functionally just minor humorous moments and exposition about the world to Mirai, aka to us. Here's this shop, this is where they live. Here's this Kumin analog who is very cute. Wait, actually, oh no, I looked up her voice. She's, yeah, okay, great. Kumin analog who is very cute. The explanation of all these things, the fact that they're a humanoid Yomu makes a lot of sense, and makes even more sense because, you know, his parents had to bang, probably, so, I mean, his mom's pretty weird. Maybe she'd be into the monster thing, but probably not. Lots of jokes, lots of humor, some good jokes about him and toward him. Nase dunking on him is continuing to be a pretty fun part of the show. I quite like their dynamic. And I like seeing Mirai kind of like looking at their dynamic in kind of like, what the fuck are these two to each other? How do they, what the hell? Which then comes around when she asks, what is their relationship later, fumblingly, as she and Nase are walking together. That's pretty good. The jokes about, you know, Megane stuff and, you know, shaming him for being a pervert are solid and fun. And then the through line of the episode is that same scene that I mentioned before. This scene here, and then there's one in the midst of the battle sequence on the playground. Once she plants her sword in, and we get this shot, which is very isolating and, like, small. But also horror-y and is leading into the erupting earth and, like, the attack could come from anywhere sort of feel here, which is pretty cool. But the through line that I'm trying to get at is Mirai's, like, self-isolation and how her like view of self and view of others doesn't allow her to interact with them in any meaningful way, and indeed causes and forces her to try to push other people away in order to, in her own mind, keep them safe from her. Caveat to that, you can't kill this dude. You cannot kill him. So if there's anybody who could be near you in your dangerous or delusionally dangerous state, it would be him. You can't kill him. Neat, be friends. But there's our major thematic through line for the episode, and that again is bolstered by shot composition and a lot of decision making. Like this, where she is just barely picking at her meal, despite we know that she's fucking hungry, right? Like, she has to be fucking hungry, because the reason that she's invited him here is not to buy him a meal in exchange for the thing. That's just a pretense. She wants to tell him to stay away from her, for his own safety, right? Which is, again, ridiculous. But it's also so deeply internalized that she's like, I don't wish to live like you do, when obviously she does. And even in the phrasing of what she says, unlike you, I can't have a fun life that I actually really want with other people, and I don't actually want it, I promise. I don't want to be happy. I don't deserve to be happy. I don't. You're not allowed to help me be happy. Stop it. So that's a thing that's happening, and that's sad. It's sad. It's just sad. But we're introduced to a much broader scope of the cast. I think almost all of the characters who look like characters in the OP have been so far introduced to us now. That's Hiromi, that's Ayaka. We don't know who's bleeding in the forest, with Mirai having presumably killed them. We just don't know. We got glimpses of stuff, but there's just no way to know. Great. Yeah, so I think we've got everybody except the children who she's friends with and the other things like that. I mean, even the OP tells us that she pines for a life long gone where she has friends, right? She wants friends, but she doesn't want friends, and definitely doesn't want friends. Also, there's a lot of like interwoven exposition, like, Yomu have eyes. If you destroy the eye, the Yomu is destroyed. So they have a core of some kind, and you have to get to that. They can take endless damage as long as that's not destroyed, and are very powerful. General direction in the fight scenes is fun. These moments of like swap to grayscale for important scenes. The constant, again, this is just a constant thing that's literally everywhere. Always the hair is on point. Always it's moving and flowing as she moves and as he moves, though less on him. It's shorter hair, it makes sense. And, integrating humor in as we do. This scene, I think, is really exactly what I meant when I said, like, this is a fucking goblin. It's still a chittering, scary goblin, though, and it could still stab you through the chest, and you might die. So be afraid, but fight the thing. Another just side note that I will mention, I'm digging the transitions into OP and ED. They're working real well so far. Cool. And then we get a bunch of fighty stuff, and at this point, we need to frame by frame because there's so much cool going on here. The number of layers of different, like, stuff going on. There's this shattering, it looks like shattering glass that I assume is like magical force. There's a constant use of these intermittent lens flare flashy things that create like bursts of energy, and her sword as it goes is both like leaving trails of blood, and as she swings it actually becoming spirals of swirling blood and flame and stuff, which is a fucking dope, and when it's going at full speed, creates a really dynamic feeling combat mechanic situation thing. It's just cool. And then when it's overlaid onto even more like high fidelity shots, it's really cool. This looks goddamn awesome. The whipping, waving, flailing, like tentacle papers are amazing. The whole situation is really cool. And Yomu are fucking scary. They can go through walls, they can go through incredibly tiny spaces, or at least this one can, and they end up in these amazing fights that are really cool. I will say that attack rush style battle is my least favorite kind of battle. That is to say, two characters are standing across from each other going and it just becomes a blur. This adds a bit of intrigue to it because there's all this flickering light and stuff, and the blood is splattering and spraying everywhere, and that's pretty fucking cool, I think. It's just a visual treat in general, is what I would say. Like, this scene is neat, and then the scene where she does the actual, like, swing for it, there's great momentum, all of the necessary parts of, like, the setup, the sink in, and then the bam into action, flowing perfectly into the next shot where she actually swings into the thing. Let me frame by frame once we get here. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, so we cut really close, pull out to create that momentum transition. That's really neat. Let me show you what I mean. So we cut to here. We're all the way zoomed in. And then within like 3 frames, we're going to be all the way zoomed out. 2 frames. Okay, 3 frames. Now we're all the way zoomed out during that whole thing. All of that momentum from the close-up on her feet gets like exploded into that shot by that zoom out. That's really nice. Let's see that again. I want to see that again. That's really nice. That's a great technique. Okay, and then the leap and the jump and the bam and the isolating shot and the whirlwind of blades and things. And then there are multiple high fidelity, like, oh, yeah, what are they do? Okay. Okay. That's super unique. And then the transition out from that shot to that shot. Wow. All right. I actually really love this. I really love this. This is a really cool way of doing this sequence. You've got a character who is spinning a blade around them, effectively decapitating all these tendril things, right? And so we do the whole spin after this moment of quiet calm, and the soundtrack for the moment is nice and spooky before they burst forth. And then they sync that with the thing. Cool. And all the slicey sounds. But the flashes of black in between to cut to a new frame, where there's no like pretending that we're animating this, right? These are flashes. Flash, 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 flash. She's becoming a whirlwind of blades that's so fast that all we can really do is capture momentary flashes or scenes of it, instead of like an animated sequence. So instead of doing like a shoddily animated sequence or a series of just like cut, we do this, and it feels, we get the vibe of she's a flowing whirlwind of elven dance blades and but we didn't actually have to animate it. We just had to draw a bunch of really cool drawings and then string them together. And the effect that it creates is better than either of the other options, isn't it? There's more to it. It's unique. It becomes unique in that moment. There's also really great flow and you know, combat vibe, which is I think a part of why the battle, the attack rush style battle doesn't phase me, because there's a lot of dynamic stuff, and like her moving up in the air and us following her as she goes, and her falling and swinging down at the thing and multiple swings at it. In fact, that whole sequence of her swinging down at the thing from above here, there's a lot of great flow to it. We can, you know, her whole body is being twisted as she twists and cuts these things, cutting her way down to the ground. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. And then just the techniques that this goblinoid thing has are crazy. The whole like boxing ring, wrestling ring pullback and charge situation is neat. I feel like there's some level of integrated CG in the thing. I don't remember which shot I saw that made me really think it was there. There are also a bunch of little things, like the particle effects and the little trail of dust that then follows her foot as she settles here is really neat. But it's the way that she flows into and out of motion that really sells it for me. This hang time into boom is fantastic. It's fantastic. And then they're adding a bunch of additional motion blur on top of it, which makes it flow better. Makes it less like frame by frame-ableness, but gives it that flow. All right, stab down, but we see in the moment that she closes her eyes, right? She's reluctant to do this, and it It costs us. It costs us a little bit. So off we go. And we even mix in a little bit of humor here. It's like, what about next month's red? Oh, for you kindness. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Chitter chitter. Gosh, the abilities that it has that are really cool are just the shape shifting and stuff. It's neat. Okay. There's no answer for this at the moment. What does the ring do? I don't know. Once she takes the ring off, her blade, like, melts, and then she shoots the dude with blood stuff. And then it just gets fucked up. Okay, that looks like the CG. Kind of, but it doesn't actually, does it? It kind of does, but it doesn't. Okay. Weird. And in this moment, we flash through. Who dat? Probably one of the kids who was in the photo with her? I would assume. Who dat? Is that her crying? Unknown. Now that is an eye. I killed someone with my own hands. Someone or something? She yells no, but does it anyway. Okay, I need to look that up. I thought ultramarine was a type of blue? Yeah, ultramarine is deep blue. It is the bluest blue. So what is ultramarine in this episode then? Because I would have assumed it would be the crystal, and I was like, well, maybe I fucked it up and I'm thinking like violet or something. Nope. Nope. Okay, so pretty classic, like, don't get too close to me. I've unleashed powers I normally keep in check, which also is very Chuny. I just have to mention it. Immortal or not, you don't want to touch my blood right now. What would happen if he did? What would happen if he did? It's a mystery. We'll probably find out at some point. Yay, something to look forward to. Okay, cool. And then he is a kindly senpai because he's a kindly senpai. And some lovely little moments as she falls asleep. Passes the fuck out. So we get a letter. It's got a psychic message of some kind. We can skip a lot of stuff here. We demonstrate a bunch of stuff about Yomu, that they are human or sentient creatures who are deserving of respect to some extent. The whole joke about, oh, you're such a pervert, you're 3-timing us all, haha, great, great, great. And then the jokes about Specs and Megane and stuff, which I assume will be a solid through line of ways that Nase makes fun of him for his glasses obsession, because why not kink shame people? It's good comedy. There are a couple of moments of humor in here that are like, particularly Hiromi, getting a little bit too handsy. It reminds me quite a bit of that one bit in Chuny where the irrelevant side character friend is like sexually assaulted by some gay dude, and we just make the joke, and the joke is basically like, haha, it's funny because sexual assault by a gay dude. This one isn't funny, it's creepy, but it's got some good moments to it, like calling him Aki and stuff. He clearly fits a particular archetype, and that's okay. That's fine. I don't like it very much. It's just not an archetype that I like very much, but that's all right. And these characters. Okay, her character design. I love her character design. She is spoopy. She almost like looks like she has just black sclera, but I think we see her later and her sclera are relatively normal. She just has slightly overly large irises and slightly like very, very narrowed eyes. So when we see her from afar, she really looks like she has black sclera. And it makes me want to wonder, is there an anime character that I'm thinking of? Anime characters, black sclera. There's a female character who I'm thinking of, but I don't know. I don't know who it is that she reminds me of. She's got a kind of a, like, slightly demonic-y vibe to her, but a Japanese demonic-y vibe. So I guess that might be intentional with the black sclera and stuff. I don't know why I went Sean Connery, rip in peace. Okay, shade wasn't very blah 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 blah. It's just normal business, you know, she's a business lady. Okay, this is very fun and very sad and very cute, and this little, like, downward angle on her as she, like, fumbles around looking for the thing, and we can just see her expression. Her expression actually, like, triggers, Sangatsu no Lion, vibes in me, because that's what the Sangatsu, just because of the angle that we're at, that's what the Sangatsu characters look like when they're real fucked up, and, so that hits me in a different kind of a way. Yeah, please leave. Don't look at my house. And then she kindly brings her in, which is nice. And then we get this sequence. Okay. So there's something about this sequence. We're very distinctly cutting off Nase's eyes, which is our window into understanding what she's expressing in this moment. I feel like to an extent that's because Mirai is super nervous and doesn't know what the fuck she's dealing with. But I also feel like it's because Nase is genuinely hiding quite a bit from Mirai. I don't know. I don't fully trust her at all. But she does say this. I guess I'm observing him. Nani? What, the nani? Well then. Good job, me. It did feel like there was something going on there. And postcard, cat jokes, sexy cat jokes. Mom sucks, but mom is great. Mom seems really great. She seems super fun. Maybe a lot though. Maybe too much. Too much in a general sense. Yeah, and then everybody assumes that she's the Dream Shade, but no, it's Dad. She's just human and fucking crazy. Excellent. And that's like the whole episode. I mean, except for, you know, the hey, there's a big bad who is coming and you should stay away from it. It's dangerous. Oh, also, would that maybe affect his Yomu side in some way? Ooh, if all the other Yomu in town are getting made more aggressive by this thing, will that make his Yomu side more something? Interesting, interesting. Oh, side note, I love the magic. The feel of magic in the world. The way that they do this stuff is almost like, it's almost technology in a weird way. There are systems in play in the like colorations and the different rings of light, and I don't understand them, but I'll believe that they are understood by those people in this world who comprehend them, you know? So that's pretty fucking cool. Okay, and then leaving, and then dinner, and then reflections in the glass, which is hard. And then stay the fuck away from me, I'm dangerous. Oh god, I'm a murderer. I have blood on my hands. Oh no, I'm not worthy of love or respect as a human being despite being one. Ah. Got it. Got it. And boom, that takes us to our ED. Okay. Well, it hasn't fallen off a cliff yet. To those people who think this is real bad, so far it's pretty great. This is fun. Exposition heavy episode with a through line of an particular emotional state / problem within Mirai, some good humor, and a bunch of exposition and a good fight at the beginning. I'm down. I'll say again, like, if every episode is of this quality, this could be a good show. Did I miss anything? Oh, the whole rice ball sequence is lovely. I just really like it. Yeah. The whole rice ball sequence where he puts the rice ball down, it's on me, eat up. She tries to give it back, but can't take it off of her plate because it'll make the plate fall. And then he offers to carry the tray while she tries to give the rice ball back to him. But now he's holding the tray, so he can't take it. So, girl, you just need to eat the fucking rice ball and take it as it comes, you know? Just deal. Just deal. Eat your food. Okay, this is pretty fucking cute. Pretty goddamn cute. And her glasses get all skewy and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cute. I'll admit it, Mirai's real cute. She's a cute goober. Pat. Yeah, I think that's it for this episode. It was a good one. It was solid. Nice. Good fighting. Good stuff. Solid character stuff. Great. Okay. I'm gonna wrap. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Kyoukai no Kanata episode 2. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And if you want to watch next episode, it'll be up on Patreon sometime the day that this one goes up on YouTube. And I'm not sure when that will be, but we'll figure it out. Okay? Okay, cool. I'll see you around. See you later. Hope to go eat a rice ball. And don't push people away from you because you feel like you're unworthy of friendship or love. You are worthy of friendship and love. And if people offer them to you, accept them gladly because that's great. Cool. I'll see you next week. Peace.